You've heard the expression, a pig in a poke. Well, let's take a closer look.
I got my first pig. It was a present from my mother. It was my birthday. I had just gotten out of college, and I had always ridden, and we had just sold my horse, and I was feeling a little bit sad about that. So my mom purchased my first pig for me. His name is Norman. When we got him, he fit into a shoebox. He was so tiny, and he was just the most wonderful little pig I've ever seen. Give me a kiss. Norman, he's a little bit bigger. He's a little bit more brutish. He was the one who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth because he was the first one, and he had all the special care and such. But he definitely rules. We noticed that where he lives is not really where we want to live. He's a little bit destructive. He likes to root. So we've designated an area out in our backyard where it's our pigs area. They can do as they please. They can be a pig. And they're very clean. They don't smell. They don't bark like dogs. So they're really actually very good pets. I think that pigs are really great, and my life is wonderful. I love having pigs. A pig is like a Cracker Jack box. You just don't know what you're going to get out. If you're going to get a big one, a small one, a really friendly one, or maybe a little bit more backed off.
You remember the story of Three Little Pigs. Well, now you're going to meet a woman who calls these pigs her babies. Hi, Dina. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
All right, this is Dina British. She joins us today with one of her pigs named Jacob. So, tell me about pot-bellied pigs.
Well, this is Jacob. He was rescued from the Chemung County SPCA up in Elmira, and we got him. He's our most recent addition.
Yeah, I want to point out here, anytime a pet becomes popular, you know, we start with llamas, there's the Llama, Save a Llama Society that needs to develop. Now we actually have Pot-Bellied Pig Society as far as giving them homes, because people are buying them, they don't know what they're getting involved with. What is involved? Is involved? Taking care of the pig, and how much?
Well, I always look at it somewhere between owning a dog and owning a horse. It's a lot of responsibility. Definitely before you get a pot-bellied pig, you really should do the research. Unfortunately, when I got my first pot-bellied pig, I didn't know what I was getting into. But thanks to the help of Pig Sanctuary down in West Virginia, they were able to get me through the rough times. And now I have 3 really well-adjusted pot-bellied pigs. You know, they need a place to roam. They need a place to root.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Rooting, we're not going to just throw that away. When pigs root, it's like a rototiller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean your lawn's gone.
That's it. You have to designate a portion of your lawn to your pigs and say this is their part, and they're going to have their way.
Also, one of the problems or concerns. This is Eleanor Mulbegot. She's an attorney dealing with animal issues and animal rights. Hi, Eleanor. Thanks for joining us. One of the questions I have is, you know, a lot of people go out and go, I want a pot-bellied pig. What are zoning laws? These are basically farm animals?
It really varies. There are some municipalities that will say a pig is a pig is a pig, and they don't care what size the pig is. They don't care.
Okay, well, coming back, we're going to answer this as far as zoning with the pigs. Okay. Hi, we're back. We're talking about pot-bellied pigs, zoning with Eleanor Mulbegot, an attorney who specializes in animal issues and animal rights. So, Eleanor, if you get one of these as a pet, I know they're in a lot of pet stores, so they're not going to say don't. They're going to try to sell it to you. What do people need to know about their zoning laws?
Well, what people need to know is that the laws vary from village to village, from municipality to municipality, and from state to state. So they really have to check what's legal in their area, because in some places it's perfectly legal. In other places they will say a pig is a pig is a pig, and no pigs are allowed, no farm animals are allowed. And in other areas they'll interpret this type of pig, a pot-bellied pig, to be a companion animal and treat them the same way that they would treat a dog or a cat.
Okay. I believe we have a phone call. Sherry, you have a pot-bellied pig and a pig question?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. I have just recently purchased a pig about 2 months ago. She's real smart. We've taught her all kinds of tricks, but for some reason I cannot teach her how to use her litter box. She likes to root in it and play in it, but she won't go potty in it. How can I break her of this?
A pig potty problem? Okay.
Well, I was fortunate. My pigs learned very quickly. I taught my pigs, rather than to train them to go in the house in a litter box, I suggest maybe trying to teach them to go outside like a dog. And again, with positive reinforcement when they do go, and you know, maybe put them in a quiet place when they don't do what you want them to do. That might work better than trying to get them to go in a litter box.
Are you rewarding the pig for going in the litter box?
Yes. A matter of fact, whenever I see her getting ready to potty, I'll tell her bad girl, and I'll put her in the box and tell her good girl.
Okay, drop the bad girl. Don't drop the bad girl.
Okay.
You've used that. Has it changed her behavior?
No.
Then it's not going to work. It's like dialing the wrong telephone number. You can keep dialing it, but you're not going to get what you want. Okay. So drop the bad girl and reward her for the good behavior.
Okay.
Okay? And part of any housebreaking schedule, prevention is the key, not correction.
Okay. How about her not being harness trained? I know she had said about taking her outside to potty.
Start
Has
that.
not been harness trained yet. Is that a long process for her to learn how to do?
No, harness
No.
training can be done in a couple of days. And again, you can use a lot of food to reward. After all, they are pigs. They do like to eat. Use it.
Loves her grapes and her apples.
Right, but use that. Link that to the harness.
Okay.
After you put the harness on, then lead her around with food. That will get her used to it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And we also have a number of other animals. We have miniature horses, pygmy goats. I mean, it's changing the zoning laws. What have the different county officials and the humane shelters saying about this? Because now we have a whole new level of animals.
Right. Some of the Humane Society is very concerned because while they're familiar with dogs and cats and know how to take care of them and have adoption programs for them, they don't have the space nor the know-how very often to take care of exotic animals. And it's getting to be a problem, just as the shelters are overcrowded with dogs and cats. Now a pig sanctuary has started because there are homeless and abandoned pigs. So it is definitely a problem.
You know, day to day, what's the care here? How much time are you spending out of your day?
I schedule about a half an hour to 45 minutes in the morning and about an hour in the evening.
For cleanup?
You know, there's general cleanup and feeding, basically. And then you always have to make some time to work with them and pet
They have
them.
to be trained. You know, and a lot of times what people don't realize is they buy a pig that they think is going to be a pot-bellied pig that winds up 250 pounds, 300 pounds of anything is a lot to handle. You don't want it running around your house, so you have to make sure it's going to be the size that you expect. And is there any way of judging that?
Really, no way. I mean, I have a pig that I got as a baby, and he's 250 pounds, and I had no idea he was. They said he was going to be 30 pounds. His mother was 30 pounds. His mother was.
He's
probably
250 pounds.
Yeah.
So he basically can get whatever he wants at that weight. And we have a phone call. Hi, Sharon.
Yes.
So, hi, Sharon. How can we help you?
I've got two dogs, a Lhasa and a Shih Tzu, and the Shih Tzu is the younger of the two, but he's constantly going after the Lhasa, and people are telling me he will stop if I get him neutered. Is that going to be the case?
Neutering is not a frontal lobotomy. All right? It helps. It helps reduce the level of testosterone in the system. But part of it, my way of thinking with this, Sharon, is it's my house. All right? The fighting is not allowed. Period. Not allowed. And the way you establish that is through obedience training.
Okay.
Okay? So I talk to a trainer, get references. There's no licensing in the training field. And especially with aggression, a lot of times people do rough stuff. It's not appropriate.
Okay.
All right? Call your
Thanks.
Humane Society or your vet. You can straighten that out easily.
Okay, thanks.
All righty. What's the best thing we can tell people about getting pigs?
Do your research ahead of time. Find out as much as possible. Read as many books. Talk to as many people.
Don't do it on impulse. Eleanor, thank you for being here. Dina, thank you. Thank you, Jacob. And thanks for joining us. For our first show, Pet News will be shown every Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us. And let us know what you need next week. Give Fox a call, 888-TEL-FOX. We're here for you. Thanks. Have a great weekend.